You have to start with yourself and accept the circumstances of your life and accept them as your own. Accept them as your own creation. Accept them as your own karma.
I'm not serving Dr. Huxtable, okay? Okay. That's the kind of thing that goes on in a restaurant.
Felicia Rashad.
Every story has a beginning, and Felicia Rashad's rise to fame was nothing short of iconic. In the 1980s, she became a household name across America, playing Claire Huxtable on The Cosby Show. Viewers admired her as the sharp, stylish, and intelligent matriarch, a TV mom who embodied elegance, wit, and power. Week after week, she lit up the screen with a performance that felt both warm and commanding. Claire Huxtable wasn't just a character, she was a cultural symbol, shattering stereotypes about black women on television and setting a new standard for representation. But what fans didn't know was that the woman behind the polished role had a personal life filled with twists, heartbreaks, and incredible resilience. Felicia Rashad was not just acting on screen. She was fighting through struggles, building a legacy, and navigating love stories that rivaled the drama of any television script. To understand her, we need to peel back the layers of Hollywood's spotlight and uncover the real-life journey of a woman who refused to be limited by expectations. Love in Felicia's life was never ordinary. It was bold, public, and often complicated. Her first marriage in 1973 was to William Lancelot Bowles Jr., a respected dentist from New York. Together, they welcomed a son, William III. For a moment, it seemed like Felicia had found balance, career ambition, and family life side by side. But just 2 years later, the marriage collapsed. The reasons remain private, fueling curiosity even decades later. Her second marriage was a leap into the world of fame and music. In 1978, Felicia married Victor Willis, the flamboyant and charismatic lead singer of the Village People, a group that defined disco culture with hits like YMCA and Macho Man. Their relationship captured attention, but the union quickly unraveled, ending in 1980 as Victor faced lawsuits, career struggles, and personal challenges. But Felicia's most unforgettable love story came with NFL star turned sportscaster Ahmad Rashad. Their romance had all the makings of a fairy tale: celebrity, glamour, and a bold twist. In 1985, during NBC's Thanksgiving Day pregame show, Ahmad did the unthinkable. In front of 40 million viewers, he proposed live on television. The world gasped. Felicia said yes, and soon after they tied the knot in a small but star-studded New York ceremony. Bill Cosby himself walked her down the aisle. O.J. Simpson stood as best man, and her sister, Debbie Allen, proudly served as matron of honor. The marriage lasted 16 years and gave them a daughter, Condola Rashad, before ending in divorce in 2001. Felicia's journey through love revealed both her vulnerability and her strength. 3 marriages, 3 chapters, and one undeniable truth: her real life was just as captivating as the roles she played. Felicia Rashad's success was no accident. It was the product of resilience, brilliance, and family roots. Born Felicia Ayers Allen in Houston, Texas in 1948, she grew up in a household filled with ambition. Her father, Dr. Andrew Allen, was a respected orthodontist, while her mother, Vivian Ayers, was a Pulitzer Prize-nominated poet and scholar. From an early age, Felicia was taught that greatness wasn't optional. It was expected. But her childhood wasn't easy. America in the 1950s was deeply segregated. Ballet schools turned her away, movie theaters closed their doors, and restaurants refused service. Her mother, determined to shield her children from racism, moved the family to Mexico. There, Felicia and her siblings experienced freedom and acceptance they had never felt before. She learned Spanish, embraced her natural identity, and discovered a confidence that later dazzled audiences on screen. After returning to the U.S., Felicia attended Howard University, graduating in 1970 with a degree in theater. Her path wasn't smooth. She endured years of rejection, understudy roles, and tears of frustration. But Felicia wasn't someone who accepted no as her destiny. She declared herself a leading lady long before the industry saw it, and eventually the world caught up. She landed breakthrough roles on Broadway, starred in A Raisin in the Sun, and became the first black actress to win a Tony Award for Best Actress in a Play. Her win wasn't just personal, it was historic, shattering ceilings for future generations of performers. While The Cosby Show solidified her stardom, Felicia's career extended far beyond television sitcoms. She appeared in Tyler Perry films, lent her voice to Pixar's Soul, and brought gravitas to shows like Empire and When We Rise. Her versatility made her a rare talent, moving effortlessly between stage, screen, drama, comedy, and even children's programming like Little Bill. But perhaps her most symbolic achievement came in 2021, when Felicia returned to Howard University, not as a student, but as dean of the Chadwick A. Boseman College of Fine Arts. For many, it felt like destiny. A woman who once struggled to find her place now guiding the next generation of actors, directors, and artists. Students celebrated her appointment, seeing in her not just a leader, but living proof of resilience. Felicia, once the determined theater graduate chasing dreams, had become a mentor, shaping futures from the very halls that shaped her own. But Felicia's story isn't free from controversy. In June 2021, when Bill Cosby's conviction was overturned, she publicly celebrated the decision, calling it the correction of a miscarriage of justice. The backlash was immediate and severe. Fans, critics, and colleagues debated whether someone in her position could hold such views and still lead at Howard University. While she kept her role, the controversy lingered until her decision to step down in 2023. Despite the storm, Felicia Rashad's legacy endures. She remains a trailblazer who reshaped television, conquered Broadway, and inspired countless artists. Her life has been a mixture of triumph and turbulence, glamour and grit, praise and criticism. Through it all, she stood tall, unshaken in her presence. Felicia Rashad is not just an actress, she is a symbol of resilience, a keeper of culture, and a force who proved that one woman can impact generations.